Short. Okay. Yeah, I didn't plan on talking either, but I was just having this vision of you and I and Jason and Joey in your car in Montana, driving in the middle of somewhere, but we'll have to talk about that story later, Stacy. I don't really quite remember it, but you know, that's the best thing about Joey and Stacy, actually. And my sister-in-law and my brother-in-law is that, you know, they were good friends to us. They were dinner dates with us as a couple. It wasn't just, you know, brother and sister. It was a good friendship that we bonded in the last 10 years. And recently I just had a baby, and his name is Sage, after Fly Rod, so appropriate, and I know Joey dug it. But the best part was I was fishing on the Missouri River and 9 months pregnant, and I landed a 24-inch rainbow trout. It took me 45 minutes to reel in with a little help from my husband. And I couldn't wait to get it on Facebook. I know. But I was so proud. I put it on there because of Joey. You know, not to really rub in, but just, you know, look at this, 9 months and I got a hog, and, you know, it was just, so, I don't know. I didn't, like I said, didn't plan on saying anything, but I will truly miss him, his friendship, his sensitive side that I saw in the last 4 to 5 years. Really meant a lot to me. He's a very kind soul, and I'll truly miss him. Thanks.
All right. I too wanted to thank everybody for coming from all over the world, as was mentioned before, from Europe, from China, as far away as Seattle, and everybody else who made an effort. Because as we all know, Joey had many circles of influence. There was the people in Watertown, you know, that tight-knit group of friends that would travel all over the world to not miss this today, to be with all of us, to share what they knew of Joey's formative years and how he would affect all of us here. So it was a gift that you had all given us, I feel, and in a way I feel really fortunate. I was able to see both sides of that. You know, like Brian, you know, I met Joey right out of high school, when they were living in that 317 weird house in Sioux Falls. If anybody ever went there, it was, I mean, it was really weird. It wasn't just like dilapidated, it was dangerous. And I met Joey as the other man, because Joey was playing drums with Brian and Neil, and I was the other guy, you know, and they wanted me to try out, but they didn't want Joe to know. So I feel bad saying this now, but I would show up when I knew Joey wasn't going to be there. And Joey was dating Brian's sister at the time, and so I know when they weren't going to be there, I would show up and have practice. And you know, when I was jamming with them, I don't know how Joey did it, but there was a broken plate of glass that was poked into where the drummer would. And we had 2 practices, and I thought, you guys, I can't play here. There's like glass poking in my back. Apparently Joey was fine with it, but this drummer wasn't so fine with it. So we get to the point where, you know, eventually we were going to meet each other, and they were warning me, you know, Joey, he played quarterback for Watertown, you know, he's a pretty tough guy. And I had just come back from the Army. I was like, all right, we'll see how tough we are. So in my brain, I was getting prepared for this battle royale between Joey and I and the new drummer. And, you know, like Brian had mentioned, the minute that Joey and I met each other, but oh man, you're the best. And that was it. You know, we became friends just like that. Like all of you know, Joey was a very lovable, kind person. And we embraced each other just like that. And that's where those adventures began. And so I was able to see all of that from the backside of the people at Kempesca there. And I was able to go to Kempesca Days and enjoy some of that and the prop and all of that. And then we came to the point where it was time to move, and I had come home from spending 6.5 months in Iraq, and I came home and I said, "Mom, I'm moving to Portland." And she's like, "What?" And so then we all left, and that's where the adventure began. And Joey had a lot of other passions too, aside from hunting and fishing. He was a very caring and gentle and sensitive person. Everybody probably knows that he was very sensitive. But he was also a car guy. Everybody remember Joey had a Porsche 914? Yeah, we did tune-ups on that, and he also had like a B210. Joey also was a Volkswagen guy, and I know Jim and Terry may be here, so I'm going to keep this kind of light, but Joey opened up RSP on Sunday nights, and he and I would have shop time. We would bring our cars into the shop and use their tools. Joey taught me how to do the valves of a Volkswagen. Joey was a car guy too. You know, some of those things that Joey did because he was so caring. You know, he taught me how to work on an air-cooled Volkswagen because he read a book and he taught me this is how you do it. He didn't know, he just read the book. So we went ahead and did it. Joey was also my math tutor. I don't know if anybody else had Joey help tutor in math. Joey was very, very smart. If some of you may have only saw certain parts of him, I would sure like to be known that Joey was a very, very intelligent, very sharp fellow, and yeah, he helped me get through a math class, a couple of them. He also taught me how to fly fish, and as some of our adventures had taken us, you know, there were so many trips that we had taken, and there were so many more trips that we were going to take, and I know that's the void that, you know, that's there, and I know there's people here that we're going to have to continue on and some of those trips with Joey in our memory, because Joey's the one that brought all of us together. And I think it would be foolish for us to say, oh, enough of that, because I would sure like to. I would sure like to. Everything Joey had given to me, I couldn't even begin where to start. He was going to start taking me elk hunting too. But that was the gentle, caring person that I know and love of Joe. And, you know, one last thing, he and I both admitted that we both married up. I said, how did we fool these two nice Eastmoreland girls to marry us? And we did, Stacy. We married up. I love you. And thank you, everybody, for being here today. I love you all.